Hey everybody, and welcome to Farming for Amateurs. Today, to start out the day, I've been gone basically a week to the beach, so I got a lot of farm work to catch up on. Y'all probably can't really see me right now, but it'll be alright. It's currently 8:30, so the sun has started to set a little bit. At least it's not pitch dark. But anyways, the day, well, night, I got 3 bags of play sand from Home Depot, and I got them half off because they were in the bags because the sands has fallen out of the original 50-pound bag, so it makes it a little harder to do it. But got a pocket knife and I'm just gonna cut it right open. So let's cut right to it. So basically this is 100 or so pounds of just regular play sand that you can get from Home Depot, Lowe's, same exact price either one. It might be like a 10 cents difference depending on what time you go. But here's 100 or so pounds, and basically what I'm doing is I'm filtering it with a hose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stick that hose right there in the bottom of the sand, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna go all the way up, overflow, and once it's crystal clear or almost crystal clear, then the sand will be filtered, and then all it's got to do is dry. So let's cut to it. Okay, y'all, ready for the magic. That was not magic. I forgot I didn't have a hose connected to this side, and I just soaked myself. Well, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So all we do is we let this run for like 5 to 10 minutes or so till it's crystal clear. And instead of just watching this thing clear or whatever, I'm gonna move this good thing of sand back. And while this clears and overflows or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my farm work done. And there's 2 of my goats. I don't know where the other one went because they just free range on 2 acres currently and just eat the grass. And then there's my dog. She don't really mess with them. That's actually a fun fact, actually. Dogs don't really mess with goats because of how bad they stink. So there's a fun tip. So guys, if you want the female to stay away from you, just don't buy deodorant. Girls don't like odor. My goodness, it's noisy. So right now I'm checking for eggs, but all these eggs have to be chunked just because I've been gone for a week. Yeah, I don't see any eggs. I do tend to miss some eggs, but most of the time I don't. So if you see some eggs that I miss, just comment down below, because if I miss any, they definitely need to be chunked. Okay, I don't see any eggs. No eggs down there, because that's normally where my ducks lay. There's all 4 of my ducks right there. And then we currently have 3 hens and 1 rooster. There's one of the hens and there's another one. Don't really know where the other one went. But let's go to the other part of the cage. Actually, I think the hose just fell out of the plastic tub that I had the sand in, so now I gotta go put it back in. This is another fun part. Stuff like this always happens. Always, always. So all you gotta do is literally stuff that hose. I forgot I have it on selfie mode. But you gotta stuff that hose in there. And just make sure it don't come out. And see, all it's doing right now is overflowing and getting all the mud out. But anyways, this is the process that it goes through. It clears up right here, because you see, instead of like the brown color or the clay color of the sand, it's starting to get all dusty and everything, and that just shows that it's starting to filter it. But filtering it could take like 10 to 20 minutes. So I would recommend doing it in a spot in your yard or back porch, front porch, where you wouldn't mind getting a lot of water. My yard isn't necessarily leveled, so whenever there is anything like that, I can just do it and the water will just run down towards the bottom, towards the woods of my house. So I'm just checking for eggs right now. Don't really see any, but there could be eggs anywhere. Honestly expected to see more eggs, but there ain't really any eggs. Actually, I do spot one. I knew there'd be one, because right here in this one spot, for some reason, this is where they always like to lay eggs. But I guess let's go grab the rest of the eggs real quick, and then we'll check on the water real quick. I don't expect the water to be done, but I'm mainly checking to see if it's progressing. Because if it's not progressing, I might need to put it in a smaller tote and put less sand in it, because I did put 100 pounds of sand in it. So that might be another factor. But yeah, it is starting to clear up. Where'd I see? Oh, here's the eggs. So none of these are duck eggs. These are all chicken eggs. My ducks really haven't been laying lately, mainly because of how small they are. But these are all chicken eggs, and I mean 5 chicken eggs in 1 week. That's a pretty good number. We probably had more than that, because we had someone collecting eggs this week. So hopefully they collected some, because 5 eggs in 1 week doesn't really sound right. But with our chickens, they're older, because we've had them for numerous years. So they're getting up there in age right now. We have nothing but old girls, and our rooster, he's getting up there in age too. My bigger duck isn't really getting up there in age. And then my other ones, I'm not really sure about their age, because I got them off Craigslist. But they ain't really laying. This is probably my favorite part, because I literally just get to chunk these eggs in the woods. Boom. And that's just so fun to me. I'm really not sure why it's so fun to me. I guess it's just I guess, satisfying. I'm not really into like stress toys or slime or anything. Just chunking eggs is satisfying to me. I got some intruders trying to get in the coop. This happens all the time. All the time. They try to get in this coop 24/7. And actually, I forgot. I guess the beach got to me, or the week of vacation. And I forgot my process of which I fed the animals. So my measuring cup and everything is in my playhouse. Hey. My goodness, these goats follow me around everywhere. They're just over here reaching for the food, mainly. I see he'll get up on his hind legs. Let me just close this pen. And as you can see, my rabbits are already going straight in for the food, like I knew they would. But you gotta teach them to eat out of here. Now I got this organized and everything, how much to feed poultry, how much to feed rabbits, goats, everything. They have water still. And it's so simple to set up this cage. With this cage currently, it's a mobile cage. Actually, we just have it set up like this. It has wheels on the front, and we literally just took 2 old coolers and we cut a couple of holes in them. And that's literally their shelter from rain, anything. We got hay in there for them to burrow on. We have an old top to a toy box or utility storage. I don't really remember what it went to, but we have that for when it rains and pouring and they don't really want to go in their house. We have that for them. These goats don't leave me alone. But I know they're not going to. But I feed them about half of this thing. And basically all it is like sons and stuff like that. As you can see, the animals love it. They don't really care. Honestly, farming isn't as hard as people say it is. People say that farming is so hard and you gotta be so experienced to start it. But really, if you do enough research and everything, you'll be fine. And if you have any questions about farming or growing crops or even animal health, because I'm studying to be an exotic veterinarian, so if you have a question about animal health, just hit me up. Just put in the comments, hey, I got this question, and just put your question in the comments and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. This is definitely working. This is almost completely clear. So after that clears up, I'll be able to put it in my hermit crab cage. I think 100 pounds is all I'll need, really. but there's no telling, because I know last time I put 100 pounds in and it only filled like half the terrarium, and you're supposed to do a little more than that. Because currently I'm trying to set it up for some new arrivals. I'm getting new baby hermit crabs after my first paycheck. I can't promise y'all when I'm getting them, because honestly I don't know when I'm getting them yet. But I will be getting them soon, and I will post the video as soon as I get them. More than likely I'm getting them from Petco. I might get them from PetSmart, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting them from Petco. Because recently I've had 2 senior crabs, because I already had a cage at home, so I got them from Myrtle Beach at one of them little convenience stores where it says free hermit crab with cage purchase. But I already had the cage purchased, so I didn't have to worry about that. Because I had a 75-gallon from a bearded dragon I used to have. She passed away years ago. And I just had it open, and it was just kind of barren and kind of lonely without animals in that terrarium. So I put 2 senior crabs in a 75-gallon. So they lived really happy lives. My one senior crab, he lived over a year because we got him at a really old age. My second senior crab, he literally passed away today, sadly from mold, which is highly likely for an old hermit crab to get mold, because it actually started developing in a shell and I wasn't aware of it. There wasn't really nothing I could have done, because if you pull them out of their shell, you'll end up killing them anyways. So that was pretty sad to see when I got home today from vacation. He was completely crawled out of his shell and everything. So I'm gonna get more baby hermit crabs, and hopefully they'll live long and prosperous lives. But I will show y'all the tank setup and everything for them. I'm probably going to end up putting the sand in it later tonight, or maybe early in the morning, it depends, because it looks like it's about to start raining. But if y'all have any questions about like animals I have, how much animals I have fish inside, hermit crabs, goats, I have all of the above. If y'all have any questions about animal health or anything like that, like I said, just hit me up in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all next time in my next videos.